And welcome to another exciting episode of Can It Take a K26? The show where we take a variety of blasters and see if they can be upgraded using a K26 spring. I am your host, Captain Xavier, and as this is the 100th episode, it's gonna be a weird one. 100 episodes. Have I really been doing this series for that long? What am I doing with my life? Anyway, we have some fun blasters on the lineup today. These are blasters that most of them were sent to me by you guys in fan mail, and they were clearly sent as a joke. They're, dollar store garbage blasters, and we're gonna see how many of them I can completely and utterly destroy. Let's take a look at the whole lineup up front for once. We've got 2-pack Foam Air Blaster. Incidentally, from this point forward, all blasters will be referred to as this thing. I'm not going to try to remember the names of all of this stuff. We have High Speed Shooter. Serve and protect the Star Galaxy. We have Ultra Foam Shot Tech Shooter. We have this knockoff looking thing. We have Dart Shooter, soft and safe. Kid stuff. Nope, not looking at that one yet. We have Foam Dart Blaster Pistolet Tir de Flechettes. We have a Blaze Storm Jolt. We have this thing. We've got this thing. We have a smaller version of this? Who knocks off a knockoff? We have another Fire Strike knockoff, slightly different quality. This is a K3, it says. And, yeah, that might be generous. We have this, which is probably the most solid item. It's actually a really solid plastic. And I got it at Goodwill, apparently. We have Astro Ray. We have this Star Warsy kind of stormtrooper looking tiny. Why does it have a what thing? And finally, the piece de resistance. We have the K26 in my colors. It's actually a ball launcher of some sort. I have no idea how it works. Apparently there's a whole bunch of them. K26, 23, 37, 35, 36, 23, 20, 33, 34, 31, 21, 32, 8. There's no organization. But, yeah, we will finally get to see. Well, we'll answer again because I answered it in episode 26. If K26 can take K26, some people think they are so clever. And I've got one more item to test for K26. We have a Nerf bike. It's missing its spring there. It's shock, suspension, spring, what's it thing. We're gonna see if it can take a K26 and if that improves the performance. All right, let's get some stock numbers on the off chance that any of this trash is actually able to take a K26 and we need to see the improvement. To the chronograph! Right, now I'm testing them all at once and in no particular order. We're gonna start with this thing and we're going to put Adventure Force waffles through it and it will like it! If they came with their own ammo, I will fire them with their own ammo. Otherwise, they will use the Adventure Force and they shall not complain. Alright, here we go. 70. That's way more. You have to put them in the right way. 49. We have some wobble. 69. Nice. 69 again. 66. This isn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Let's try something else. The Blaze Storm Jolt knockoff. 49. It's also not nearly as bad as I expected. 42. 48. 53. Behave yourself. 54. Alright. Alright. I dare you to try to give me 50 FPS. 57. 61. How very dare you, sir? 57. 54. 55. This could be a lot more interesting episode than I thought. Now we get into the real trash. 39. Okay. Didn't read. 17. 19. Error. 12. This one has 2 barrels. I'm not actually sure how it's supposed to work at all. I also think it's supposed to fire half darts? Let's try that. Now with half darts. Pretty sure it's actually supposed to fire a thicker dart. Because these are not even remotely snug in there, but yeah, I didn't read. Alright, what's next? The K3 Fire Strike Knockoff. Did not read. Error. Did not read. 43. 37. I may not have been pushing him far enough in to disengage the AR. Now for the smaller Fire Strike knockoff, which has its own darts. Which is probably good. They appear to be covered in tape. Oh, it's adorable. 22. 21. 38. Error. Alright. Dart shooter, soft and safe. Kid stuff. Comes with FVJs. 53. 72. 49. 48. 48. 48. It's consistent. 54. Nah, I don't know. 39. Fail. 44. 43. 48. Serve and protect the star galaxy, as opposed to all the other kind of galaxies. The one neat feature we have here is the dart heads glow in the dark. I don't know I've ever seen that on anything else. Usually the body glows in the dark, but here we go. 47. 68. 52. 51. Error. Error. How dare you. 43. Alright. 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 I thought FVJs were bad. These tips appear to be made out of the same plastic that the blaster's made out of. and they have sharp, pointy bits on them. That's just terrifying. 49. 47. 48. Lord have mercy. And now for the even smaller knockoff version of that. Because apparently they felt they needed a smaller version. 40. Behave your stuff. 46. 47. 46. I hope I didn't just say a bad word. Error. 25. 35. 30. 32. Finally, a blaster that is as bad as I was hoping. As for trash, and I got trash. What we have here is the K26. It is a ball shooter that fires by simply hitting the back of the little plastic ball, and then you rotate it into the next position. This ought to be good. If this hits over 25, I am going to be so plotzed. It did not register. Error. It did not register. Come on. Here we go. Here we go. It did not register. We try it again! Figured you were going to ask, so I loaded it with a rival round. Let's see what it can do with that. It has failed to register. But it fired it about as good as it fired its regular ammunition. Come on, release. I just don't think they're traveling fast enough for the chronograph to even know that anything's happening. Come on. 18! Ha! Finally got a reading. And it is suitably trash. Now, we've got one more we need to check. If you think it looks like this part was edited in after the fact, that's because it was. I somehow forgot to test the pistolet tire flechettes. I am ashamed. Here we go. Error 3. Come on. 21. And 16. Excellent. Yeet. 20. Ha! Suck it. Meh. 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 Yeet. Huh. 45. I am impressed. To the range. Now I'm here on the range. I have one target set up at 15 feet, which will some of these blasters will be lucky to hit. Some of them I'm actually going to go for the 25. This one was one that surprised me, so I am going to go for the 25 and see if we can hit it. We can. Oh. Three out of 5 ain't bad. What's next? Astro Ray. We're gonna go for the 15 on this one. Oh, almost. How did you get in here? The very idea. Ah! Come on, we can get it. We can get it. Ah! Headshot! Another headshot! Ah! No good. Next! Le pistolet à fléchettes. I almost hit the 25! Yeet! Ah! Direct hit! We got suction cup darts. Can we stick it? Well, this one's got way more power than I expected. Can I hit the 25? Yes! Alright, I want to try to stick a headshot. Oh! Got more power than I expected. I hit it! Headshot, but it didn't stick. Come on, headshot. Yes! Yes! It's still on there. Alright, this one's also got suction cups. Let's see if we can get a second one. Oh, I'm thinking not so much. Come on. Why won't you? Oh no! I broke it! It won't release. Yeet! Come on. Yeet! Ah! I think I got one more dart. Nope! Gonna have to retrieve. One more try. Yeet! 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 Ha! 2 headshots and a body shot, but none of them stuck. Ah! Next! The K3. Hey, I got a hit. Ah, no good. Very no good. Come on. There we go. Oh! Right past his ear. Next! I get this fat half dart wanton double barreled single release thing. Yeet. Defend the Star Galaxy! Oh! Right, this one's got decent power. Let's see if we can hit the 25. We can shoot over the 25. Hit! Yes! Yes! Ah! I'll take this thing. All right. Come on. Arc it up a little bit. No. No, I think this also wants a slightly larger dart. Okay. Try it again. Here we go. Now, bad release. Next, Blaze Storm. Ooh. Stop it. Well, we got the range. Can we get that 25? I almost hit the one behind it. Come on. Hit! Nice! Safe and soft with FVJs. That thing's got way more power than it. Wrong way. Way more power. All right. Ugh. Good Lord. Aiming at this, I nearly hit that. Come on. Now for this fairly stout thing. I hit the back one. I was aiming for the 25. There we go. we get a headshot? No. No, we cannot. Go wheel! I almost hit that one. Oh no. Oh, well, we're still good. I got more ammo. Somewhere. Here we go. Lord. Headshot! I almost hit the 25. Alright. One last one. I lied, I almost forgot the K26. Loaded with 2 of its stock ammunition and 2 rival rounds. We'll see if we can hit anything. No. Alright. Rival? Come on, release. Come on. Nope. I got more range that way. Okay, one more. Here we go. Here we go. I hit the 25! Yeet! I got him! He's okay! Hooray! Right, enough of this silliness and folderol. Time to get to the very real and serious question. Can any of these things be upgraded using a K26 spring? We are going to find out. But first, word from our sponsor.
China.
He's wearing my merch. Links in the description below. Now, in the event that any of these blasters cannot, it shall not be reassembled. It shall instead be gutted for any useful parts, springs, screws, anything. Stripped to the bone, like a gazelle on the Serengeti. We're not going to do these in any particular order. We're going to start with... Where's that broken one? You! Can you take a K26? You can't even appear to take your own spring. It doesn't look like that should have been difficult to release. But it was. There's tape on there. Am I not the first person to go into this? This thing's been brassed. This thing has a brass barrel. Oh, that is 9 kinds of nasty. I'm gonna go with no, because the plunger tube will almost fit inside a K26. Oh, no good. No good. What do we got in here that's of any use? Well, we're going to keep the trigger for creepy reasons that will someday be revealed. We're going to take the screws. Sad, tragic little things that they are, but they're in good condition. We're going to take the catch spring. Oh. Another screw. We're going to take the main spring, which is surprisingly stout for its size. And that's it. Wait, nope. We're going to take this filthy, filthy O-ring. Alright. Keeping the trigger into the pile. Next, let's take a look at the K3. We're in. Is this its reverse plunger? The nerve. The very idea. You rip off a perfectly good Nerf blaster. You can't even be bothered to rip off the internals. Okay. Okay, pumpkin. Okay, let's see. You know? You know? It'll fit. It will fit. So, I'm gonna see if I've got a pre-cut section here somewhere. There we go. made it a little short. We might have some spring rattle. I suspect that will be the least of our worries. Alright! It fit. A little bit of spring rattle. Will it catch? It caught? Oh, now I actually have to retest it. We will put the ones that survived over here and we will test them in a batch at the end. Alright, let's try this one. Here we go. We're in. And, nary so much. So, you are for the scrap pile, my dear fellow. 3 down. Which one should we go for next? Ah! Le pistolet à fléchette. That is a surprisingly large plunger tube for... That is an absurdly large plunger tube for so small. Oh, weird. The barrel is recessed into the plunger tube, and then the plunger slides down around it. Unfortunately, that means you need a very, very specific size of spring, and K26 is not it. So, the pistolet à fléchette is getting gutted. Alright, in the pile with the rest of you. Alright, let's take a look at this thing. Air blaster. Nope. Alright. Let's try defending the space galaxy. Star galaxy. Yeah, the star galaxy. I think I just shot my catch spray across the room. Darn. Sounded like a nice one. Okay. Nope. Alright, let's try this thing, because I'm actually curious what's going on in here. Ooh, tragic. So it is in fact dual plunger heads. And they are comically small. Alright, let's try something with a bit more promise. We're gonna try this one. I am dubious what with that loop priming bar, but I've been surprised before. Okay. Well, it's definitely not going to take K26 because it has to fit on the inside of that. But I like this blaster shell enough that I'm not going to gut it. I'm actually going to reassemble this one. And actually, let's see for this one. Let's see what kind of spring I have that will fit. Looks like the AR could be easily removed. We're going to give that a try. There we go. They actually have gaskets between the various parts of the barrel assembly. That is something you don't even see in Nerf blasters, that level of attempt on an air seal. That is interesting. Alright, let's see what we can find for a spring that will fit. It's going to have to be a fairly specific size, and it's going to have to be fairly stout. Unless we can find something that'll fit around it, but still inside, which that will not. I think is unlikely, honestly. Oh. Well, alright. That might just work. I took one of the springs from one of the other blasters that I just gutted, and it does in fact fit around and inside, so we're going to give that a try. Alright, will it catch? It will, but it won't release. Dang it. Oh, there we go. You just got it. Okay, now it's releasing. Oh, because I missed a screw. Yeah, there we go. Lovely. All right, we've got another one to just get that screw all the way in. All right, I have another one to retest. What do we want to do next? Oh, let's try the Blaze Storm Jolt. Assuming we can even get it open. We're in! And yeah, it's a jolt. So, no. Definitely not gonna take a K26. Could probably take some manner of spring upgrade if you could get a spring on there, which I could, but I can't be bothered. But I'm not gonna get this one. I'm gonna leave this one for posterity. You'll live another day, Blaze Storm Jolt. Alright, let's take a look at the big one. For fun. Yeah. We got a solvent welded barrel, so this is going to be unpleasant. Can I even get this open? We got you. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. Putting screwdrivers into the scrap pile. Stop it! Alright. Let's take a look at this one. Given that the blaster itself isn't even as wide as a K26, I'm going with no. I mean, it's a no, but in the pile. And your little knockoff brother, you also know, this one has a better catch spring, though. That's interesting. I'm going to keep one of these barrels because that was an ammo type I couldn't fire yet, and we can't have that. Alright. Getting low. Alright, we're going to take a look at the soft and safe kid stuff that came with the FVJs and hit terrifyingly hard. Oh. Disappointing. Keeping that. Disappointing. Not a chance. Okay. So here's where it gets weird. There is what appears to be a tiny battery tray that can't actually be opened unless you disassemble the blaster. There's no wiring, there's no LEDs, but there is a switch in here still. A little button switch. So, at some point, somebody had thought there was going to be lights or sound or something in here, but somebody changed their mind mid-production. I mean, that would explain, like, the clear plastic. It would have been, yeah, it looks like they were going to mount LEDs on either side and cause that to light up. Huh. Weird. Weird. Alright, we're on to the Astro Ray. Losing screws already. This one, even if it can't, I will probably reassemble just because the whole blinky thing is neat. Well, no surprise. Not even a little. No. Nope. Have a nice day. It still lives! Alright. That one survives. Alright, the last of the blasters. The most important one, obviously. The K26. Can K26 take a K26? If you're wondering if the spring K26 can take a K26, go watch episode 26. I covered that gag. We want to know if the blaster known as K26 can take a K26. And yes, Whether it can or it cannot, this one as being Captain is going in my collection, because it's in my colors, it says K26, it's hilarious, and I like it. Yeah, no. Nope. I mean, the blaster is almost as wide as K26. So obviously it cannot, but that is just neat and adorable. Can I actually get it all the way open? It's as much held together with pins as it is. Ah, there we go. So this thing is just a catapult. And while it might hypothetically be possible to upgrade that spring, I don't actually know that it's any stronger. These ones definitely are stronger, but they're too small. Oh, no, that'll fit. Okay. Okay. All right. It definitely catches. Does it fire any better? It definitely does. Okay, you're going in the retry pile. Good stuff. All right, and now for the final one. I'm gonna clear the table of this stuff so there's actually room to work. Aha! Now we answer the question. All right, come back here. Now we answer. Why are there ball bearings falling out? How dare you? Incidentally, the ball bearing on this is completely shot, as you can see. So even if we were able to get this shock working, it still wouldn't. But can we get K26 on there? Will require me to figure out how to get that off in general. All right, we've got that off. Now, will K26 fit? No. No, it will not. Nope. Nary so much. We need to fit over the outside of that, and it's obviously too small. Do I have anything, though? What do I have? What weird springs do I have sitting about? Within the bin, I do believe I have a spring that is the right size. It's just going to be laughably too weak. But that is not the point. Yeah. This spring can't even hold the weight of the bike, much less the bike and a rider. So, no, the Nerf bike cannot take a K26. Tragic. The restoration of this bike will continue in further videos because I want to restore this bike. I'm going to need to get bearings for it, a spring for it, and stuff. One day, Brett will joust upon it, I have no doubt. Right, we have 3 blasters that actually have been upgraded. One of them actually with K26, the other 2 with lesser. So we're going to take them out and we're going to test them after these messages. All of the K26 used on this series was donated by Out of Darts. Check out his new website at outofdarts.com for all your Nerf modding needs. Alright, we're going to start with this one. I actually like the ergonomics of this one. I'm glad it was able to take some kind of an upgrade. Let's see what kind of performance we're getting with just the spring upgrade. Oh Lord, does it need a better barrel. Alright. 87. 78. 78. 83. 81. See? That's perfectly serviceable. With an even better spring, better seal, I mean, like I said, it's got those gaskets in there, and with a better barrel, yeah, that would be a perfectly serviceable little blaster. I like it. All right, let's try the next one. Now for the K3 reverse plunger blaster with K26. I didn't think it was going to last long. 38. It's just not catching anymore. Come on. Now 62. Bolts. 56. I could probably put a heavier catch spring in there and get it to catch, but I'm not going to. I take it back. Opening it back up. I'm back. I improved the catch spring and took out the AR. It still is not catching properly. The catch mechanism just, unfortunately, is very poorly designed. So we're going to continue to try to just hamp it and see what we get. 52. 70. 72. Yeah, alright. And finally, we have the K26. Again, loaded with 2 of its original ammo and 2 rival ammo. We'll see if it will actually register. 27. Lost the ball. How dare you. 27. 20. Oh, it missed. It didn't register. Come on. 34! 34! Firing rival from this thing to the range. We're back at the range with the only 3 contestants that made it this far. This one isn't catching, but it is performing well enough to deserve a chance. If I can hit the 25, I will keep this as a memento of this glorious occasion. If not, you're going in the scrap heap. Here we go. Oh, I've got the range. Just gotta get the right height. You live! You did it! I'm so proud of you. Can we get a headshot? Come on, a headshot. Ah, torso shot. Get that headshot. No, hit the string. I am impressed. Spring rattle and all. This one will go on the wall somewhere. K3 took a K26 in episode 100. I am duly impressed. All right, we got 2 more. This was the only blaster in the lineup that wasn't just trash to begin with. It's actually good plastic, good design, handle's a little small, but I like it anyway for a number of reasons. Now let's see what kind of, if I can hit anything, because if I can, I might actually continue modding this one just to get it a little bit better, give it a better barrel, look for an even better spring, see what we can come up with. Oh, we've got the range. We've got too much range. Come on. Bounced it off the tree, hit the 25 over there. It was all on purpose. I meant to do that. I'm that good of a shot. There it is. You did at least as good as the K26 or K3. 3. Ha! Die. Missed. All right. We've got 1 more. Tragically, the K26 was not able to take K26, but it did take a decent spring upgrade. So we're going to start with its stock ammo. We're going to see if we can hit that 15. Then we're going to put some rival ammo in it, see if it gets any better. Here we go. Oh. A little more arc. Ah, drifted. Come on. Oh, almost drifted it in. There's a bit of a breeze. All right, here we go. Here we go. Last shot. Oh, barely missed. All right. Now with rival ammo. Firing. X shot. X strike. Yeah, here we go. Oh, we've got better range, that's for sure. Oh, come on. No. I got one more shot. I'm actually overshooting. Yes! It's a hit! This one is definitely staying in my collection because it's in my colors. It's got K26 on it. Dragons, flame pattern. I love it. All right, let's go take a look at what we scavenged from those trash blasters. Right, we'll talk about the results. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Inappropriate.
Yep, he's gotten weirder. Gotten weirder. Now that it is all said and done, what did I get out of it? Well, I have one pistol that actually does show promise and that I like the form factor of enough and the performance was good enough that I am going to try to upgrade it a little bit more. I like it. The K3, unfortunately, doesn't actually catch and isn't worth the effort to try to make it catch, but the fact that it's got, you know, K3 and K26 and blah, blah, blah. That one will go in the collection somewhere beyond a wall from my, 100th episode, memorabilia. And then the K26, obviously couldn't take K26, but it did take a spring upgrade, and it's in my colors, and it's adorable, and it's going on the wall as well, right along with that one. I then did get some sort of a muzzle-looking thing that I kind of liked, as well as a barrel for ire, because it is chambered for a dart type I didn't have before, and now have enough of that, might as well. I got a bunch of triggers, for reasons. We got some mainsprings. Now, one of the questions I get asked a lot when people watch my upgrade videos and I, go to the bin, they want to know, well, where did you get that bin? Where can I get a bin like that? And you can't. It literally is the collection of springs from blasters that I have gutted, that were broken, that I, used parts for integrations on, or whatever. I pull the springs and I keep them because you never know when something like that will be useful. Same thing with the little springs, and these are a lot more useful. And I keep them sorted in this. And whenever this shows up on a video, I almost always get somebody asking, where did you get that? Where can I get one? Do you have a link to that? And no, I don't. It is, I bought the container at Joann's or Michael's or what have you, and the contents are from lots of places. A lot of them are from Dead Blasters. Some of them are actually sourced. The catch springs that I use are Fastenal 155 compression springs. They come in, they're fairly cheap and they work really well. But I got 4 tension springs, slide return springs from this, so they will go into the bin for that. And then I got a bunch of smaller springs of various size and various strength. And again, it's useful to keep them because you never know when you're going to lose one, you're going to shoot your catch spring across the room and you can't find it, so you've got spares, stuff like that. I did get a couple AR springs, not terribly useful, but you never know. And then a whole bunch of O-rings, which I do have a bin for them. Got a bunch of other parts in another one of these sortable things. That's where I will put the pin that I got. I've got a bin for those. And O-rings. Because you never know when your O-ring is going to wear out and you're going to need to replace it. Also got a bunch of ball bearings. And I think I'm going to put them in here with the random gear bits. I also got one switch. It seems to be a fairly stout and clicky switch. I wouldn't want to put too much voltage through it, but... and then we have screws. And again, people ask me, where did you get that screw bin? Well, I got the container at Michael's or Joann's or wherever, and then I filled it with screws. It unfortunately got dropped recently, and all my nice organization was lost. I need to go back through and re-sort them all by size and type and length and stuff like that. But pretty much all the screws that came in this collection, minus a couple, were really small screws that would all be in one category anyway, so I'm going to put them in their own little category. Because I often find myself needing really small screws for things, and I didn't have a whole lot, and now I have quite a few. So, that is the result of Can It Take a K26 episode 100. 1 viable blaster, 2 fun leftover blasters, a bunch of parts, and a lot of silliness. I forgot there were also 2 blasters that simply survived because I actually like them. Couldn't take K26, but I decided not to scrap them. And of course, there's the scrap. Some of this I may keep and use for parts, but a vast majority of this will probably just get thrown away because it's cheap plastic and not even good for integrations. But you never know what parts are and aren't going to be useful. I missed an O-ring. How could I? My thanks to all the people that sent me awesome stuff. Most of these blasters were sent to me by people who thought it'd be hilarious if you tried it, and it was. I had a lot of fun with this. I will probably do another one. Probably do another silly one at like 126 or something. Who knows? But yeah, I will be getting back to regular, slightly more serious episodes. I've got a whole, I think I've got 4 or 5 episodes worth of blasters lined up already. Ones that you guys have requested, ones that I acquired, ones I hadn't done. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Should be fun. Thank you all for watching.